Guess what? Tampa Bay, Florida has been ranked as #1 hottest market in all of the country. My name's Kimberly Falker and I'll be right here in the Tampa Bay area. And if you like what you hear today, or if you want to learn of any new videos coming up, go ahead and subscribe below. You hit the bell button and you'll be notified anytime I put out a new video. So super exciting news. What does that mean? Well, with all the growth that I've seen since my family moved to Florida in 1964, it's kind of not surprising to me. For years, it was kind of a quiet, beachy area, quiet town. But over the last 5 years specifically, there's just been massive growth. And certainly since 2020, people have discovered that Florida, Tampa Bay, Florida specifically, is the place to move to. Zillow states a couple of reasons why Tampa Bay, Florida is ranked as the #1 hottest market for you. And I'm going to add a couple personal insights along the way. First of all, Zillow states that Tampa Bay, Florida is #1 because of its price growth. And the price growth is primarily the result of Tampa Bay's relative affordability and high job growth. Here in Tampa Bay, as across the nation, we've seen such an increase in value. In fact, in the Hillsborough County area, their increase in value just in the last year has been 21%, and that's kind of the Tampa area. And then over in Pinellas County, which is Clearwater, St. Pete area, their increase in value over the last year has been 16%. So, and certainly in certain pockets in both of those counties, there's even a higher increase in value in the homes. Generally across Tampa Bay, our inventory has been at an all-time historic low with less than a month's worth of inventory across the board, which is such a challenge for buyers. As comparison, in a balanced market, there would be at least 6 months worth of inventory, which provides the buyer not only with choices, but also allows them to make an offer without always having to compete. According to Zillow, the national housing market will likely begin to slow a bit over the next year, but here in the Tampa Bay area, such a hot market, it's going to be not really a slowing, it's going to be tougher to find houses here than ever before. Another reason Tampa Bay is ranked #1 as the hottest market in Zillow is its job market and demographics. Tampa Bay currently has a very robust job market, bringing in so many new companies and a host of hot talent from around the country. And the high demand for inventory also continues to strengthen rather than slow down, which also contributes to growth as a large city. For me personally, 99% of my buyers came from other states. We've always had buyers coming in from out of states, but usually it's kind of a mixed bag or half and half for me, buyers locally relocating to other areas of the counties, or else some out-of-town buyers. But last year, 99% of my buyers came from other states. And what's really incredible is usually my buyers would come from Midwest or Northeast to have the cold weather. But lately I've been getting a ton of California buyers who want to escape the price or the politics, or find that living here is better than they realized. And also other states like Hawaii, Washington, Nevada. Typically, those are not relocators to Florida. So I think that the Tampa Bay area has been getting a lot of press, not only because of the low cost of living here, but also businesses coming here. It hasn't hurt that we've won so many championships in sports, which have provided a lot of press. To see the Super Bowl and the Stanley Cup parade down the river, and realize that in the middle of the winter, people are outside in shorts celebrating. So it's really, our Tampa Bay area has always been so unique and lovely, but really it's become such a community feel. So that's really kind of, I think, brought some exposure to states that might not have ever thought of Florida as being worth coming to. But Tampa Bay, Florida is very unique in that regard. In the past, it was kind of typical for people to move to Florida that were snowbirds. They wait until they're retired and then they get to come down, fulfill their Florida dream. It's different now for a couple of reasons. One, I mentioned the big companies that are coming in here, bringing young families and young people just out of college, people getting opportunities for internships and jobs that really never was a destination for younger people. Now it really is becoming a hot topic. And I've heard it from all over, really. People are able to now work remotely. So now what's happening are a lot of young families are accelerating their retirement dream and moving to Florida now and fulfilling their lifestyle dreams at a younger age. So that's also bringing a lot of attention to the area. And there's so many ways in which you can enjoy Florida or the Tampa Bay area and not just have it the retirement experience. Certainly the prices continue to rise here just like everywhere else, but there's still some wonderful opportunities. And really what makes the difference is who you work with, somebody that has local knowledge and knows how to find those little pockets of areas to fulfill your dream. what I would say for sure before you even consider moving to the Tampa Bay area is get in touch with a qualified lender. Make sure that you're looking in the price point that you should be looking within, so you're not falling in love with a home that isn't aspirationally priced out of your budget, so to speak. It's very important to have all that information so that you're looking from an educated standpoint, but also so that you have everything ready to go, because in this market, you don't have time to back paddle and get something ready. You gotta have all your ducks in a row ready to go so that when you're ready to purchase, you can hit the ground running. In addition to that, you wanna make sure that you talk with someone that knows the area very well locally and knows all the different pockets of the Tampa Bay area to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Experience matters, history matters, and local knowledge is huge in this market and in the Tampa Bay area because it's changed so much over the years. So somebody that wants to perhaps find something of a newer construction, you're not going to be looking necessarily in the Pinellas County area because there's not as much there. That's more older established, but very solid homes. So there's so many lifestyle parts of moving to Tampa Bay, Florida that a lot of people don't even think of. They just assume it's beaches, but there's lifestyle that can fill your dreams. From if you have a family and you want them to continue with their hockey, there's a huge hockey program here. If you're wanting to actually just dive into the Florida life and do sailing and surfing, then you've got that option too. So there's so many different ways, and that's where working with an experienced local does help. I got licensed in 2004, and when I grew up in the Tampa Bay area, it's a whole different world now. And just like I said, within the last few years, there's been so much growth, and every different area of Tampa Bay has its own vibe, its own personality, and it's really fun to explore, but it's also good to have all that information before you start making the move to make the move. So that, again, when you get here, you can hit the ground running. So if you have any questions about what it's like to live here, where should you live, more information about the different areas of Tampa Bay, or even just want to talk about why I love it, I'm happy to. I love talking with anyone that wants to even consider Tampa Bay or wants to learn more about it. You can reach me from my phone, you can text me, you can call me, you can email me, or just follow me, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. And until the next time, have a great day.